Yo, peep game, yo. I had to come through. I had to share some messages here, bro. I just been speaking to myself, telling myself these affirmations, really letting myself just express what needs to come through for this moment. There's so many things that I've realized I've been given in my life, so much honor, so much gratitude, so much gifts and purpose in life, that I would not have been able to cultivate if it were not for all the people in my life that guided me and showed me the way to the Most High, for being the vehicle through which this body can move through, and for all of the ancestors, all the family, all the people that came before me to create this kind of life that I've been given here, and that all of us have been given. It's such a gift. We take it for granted way too much, and it's so important and necessary to always speak from the heart. Never let yourself be controlled, influenced by others, and give yourself the best foot forward with everything that you do in life. And I promise you that if you abide by these rules, you abide by these universal laws, everything that you need will always be given to you. You don't have to worry about anything or anybody getting in your way. Any obstacle that comes up is whatever you needed to strengthen yourself, to be ready for that moment when everything comes head on and you're faced with imminent death of your old self, death of who you thought you were. And all you have to do is be willing to embrace a new version of yourself in each moment and be fully present with it, and don't try to escape it, don't try to ignore it. Look into it, peer inside, feel everything that you're currently experiencing right now. Don't let yourself be distracted by anything else. Whatever's right in front of you is exactly what you need. And you don't have to keep looking. It's already here. All the instructions are written. You wrote them before you even got here. So, just pay attention to what your reminders from the Most High are telling you each and every day. And, your highest self has laid out the breadcrumbs for you. And each and every moment, no matter how off the road might feel, however bumpy it may seem, it was all destined before you even got here. So make sure you always embrace that and be able to, live for something greater than just yourself, because that's who we are, honestly, on the deepest level. We're everything that we're experiencing, we're God's, we are the God, the creators of this reality. And, it's within us. And it's not that like we have to, pray to something outside of ourselves. If we can just go really deep within, then, all the answers will be revealed and all the truth will be known. And so, yeah, that's, what I say, because, I don't attack any religion. I feel that all of the religions have a great degree of validity. And it's just that, sometimes when we try to control others' perception of truth, that's when we get caught up in crosshairs that are, not really serving us in the highest capacity. And, some people on this plane feel that it's, within their duties, which is, maybe that it's all meant to be, right? I feel that, everything is destined. And so, they're serving their purpose, and all we can do is just, live by our own truth. And, whatever kind of, stories that are out there, you can listen to them, and definitely, pay attention to whatever you're presented with, but always take it with a grain of salt, and know that, if you just inquire within yourself, you're gonna be given everything that you need to know. And so, wow, so much waves of pure bliss washing over me as I'm just sharing, these wonderful gifts. And, I've really had to focus, into places that I was so distracted when I was younger, and, you know, didn't let myself be properly hydrated. And I'm gonna go get a drink right now so I can stay hydrated as I'm speaking. So staying hydrated, always making sure that you keep the sinuses hydrated and the mouth hydrated and the eyes and the ears and the skin and every organ in your body nice and hydrated on a cellular level. I'm telling y'all, bro, everything that we need is already here. Yeah, bro, you gotta like listen to that inner voice, and there's always gonna be things that are gonna come up. That's for sure. There's no escaping the trials and the tribulations, and the daily grind to be on top of our game. And I think that every time when we, especially people that feel like, including myself at times, like restricted by having to live a certain way in order to meet certain expectations in society, which is completely valid and normal and needed to a certain extent. But when you kind of go overboard with it, and you're living a life for something that's not really who you are on the deepest level, then you're always going to be restricted in a sense, and you're not going to feel like you're living your highest potential. And I feel that we've been given a free will in this universe to a certain capacity, even though certain things are destined to happen. I think the speed and the rate is the only variable. And I've actually heard that quote. It's like change is inevitable. The only variable is rate. You know. So yeah, we're always going to be changing, always going to be evolving. Um, we just got to brighten ourselves for a change to enlighten the generation. The soul vibrations, we got to raise it, and unlock the chakras with every statement. Spitting bars right there. Um, spitting truth always, from the soul. That's the key. Make sure you're always speaking your truth, and living by your truth, and making sure that you're secure, within your mind frame of your perception of reality, and not letting all these outside forces kind of have a control over your perception of reality, because that's when you really get caught up into some cycles that aren't really going to serve your highest good, because there's so many forces out there outside of us that are always going to try to do that, to reinforce their reality, and everybody wants everyone to think like them, to kind of reinforce their reality, on an egotistical level, because that's how we can feel validated and improved by others, and so that's healthy to an extent. We need our ego, to kind of build our character, and like when we feel that validation, it feels good, and it gives us that motivation to keep moving forward. That's what the ego's purpose is, um, you know, and it's evolved, like this human body. It's all of its mechanisms have evolved over a course of many millions of years. So we definitely don't want to neglect all those millions of years of evolution, that have cultivated this body. It's been very well crafted and well designed, to suit the vehicle for our consciousness. And the fact that we can actually even grasp what consciousness is like a miracle in of itself, right? Because we're literally the only race on this planet that we know of that is able to grasp, conceptualize, materialize, and vocalize consciousness through all the human capabilities, right? And I feel like it's not to neglect that everything else outside of us doesn't have consciousness because it's all us. And so the trees are a part of us, and the plants, and the air, and the water, and the sun, the moon. All the cycles, they're all a part of us. And so and the fire element too. And so when we um, when we learn how to work with these cycles, these aspects of ourselves, that's when we become a true adept or a true initiate, and we can actually ascend into these higher levels of um, embodiment, of our highest selves. And it's I think it's very inevitable for all humans to reach that kind of state of samadhi, whatever you want to call it, where it's you transcending the mind and the body and the ego into a universal mind, and a cosmic energy that is really you on the deepest level. So that's what our mission, that's what our purpose here ultimately for all living beings is kind of just to be an expression of that, um, in whatever way that the divine permits and wills into existence. Um, and so uh, you know yeah, we've been given such a great gift, to be alive in this time. And man, it's really advanced, as far as like how far we've actually come. Um, the things that have been revealed, especially like in the recent times, about all the capabilities that we have as humans, and that all these things that we once thought is like a sci-fi fantasy movie, or something out of a dream, are possible to bring into reality. And so if we can just remain open to it, then I can foresee nothing getting in the way of us actualizing our highest timeline, and what we know for ourselves is going to evolve us into our greatest versions. And that's just going to come with deeper levels of love and truth and unity and respect and honor and um, dignity and embodiment and fulfillment, joy, enlightenment on the deepest levels. Feeling that light body activating the Merkaba, the vehicle through which we're taught to kind of in mainstream society kind of block off, because that inner light body is what activates all of our powers and our dormant DNA. And it's just the greatest challenge that our soul wanted to experience, to kind of have to really dig deep in order to see for ourselves, like um, what is that experience like. And I feel that without us being able to experience the contrast and the opposite on like the deepest levels that we could possibly imagine, then only we could actually find that true sense of what it truly means, to be alive. And wow, just contemplating that, it's like we really signed up for a whole soul mission when we came here, and a lot of us have been doing this for many lives, including myself, and all the other reflections of self have been doing this for many lives. And um, and each expression we choose to localize into within like a human body, um, is such a unique, divine, powerful experience, because we really get to live life from a first person view instead of always seeing from the bird's eye, seeing like the whole, which is so amazing that we still have that ability though. Like it's all within us. Like we can see, life from the cosmic, unified perspective, and we can also see life from the, quote unquote lower, or I wouldn't even say lower, but more localized expression, and that essence within the quantum field is man, that's our greatest gift right there. And I can't even begin to relay what that has really brought forth within my life. You know, to be able to see kind of what that impact can have, and it's so beautiful, like how we're given all these opportunities to realize this. I feel like everybody's, it's given some kind of sign from the universe that is always there for them, and we have like the free will to choose to ignore it. And um, sometimes we want to get led astray. Actually, a deeper part of us wants that experience, so that we can get even farther away, to only then realize that we never left, and it was like already here the whole time. And it's so, man, so gorgeous, so gorgeous. Like, just wow. Just wow. I'm gonna get another drink, and I'll be right back. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, bro. Man, it's like what a beautiful mess this life is. What a beautiful mess. Just reflect, like on those times in your life when you really felt like you were just lost, hopeless, like no sense of direction, no sense of knowing why you're here, why you're going through what you're going through. Feeling kind of really emotionally disturbed, emotionally um, blocked, and cut off, from that sense of what makes you human, what makes you alive, is that ability to feel. And that's the thing that, like, it's a huge debate in the world right now of artificial intelligence, and all these things that mankind has created. It's like everything has consciousness, yes, but not everything has the capacity to feel the same way that humans feel. In fact, nothing has the capacity to feel the same way humans feel, because, we are unique beings. We're one of a kind, and, there could be so many other life forms out there, which I do think that, everything is, alive to an extent, right? We can say, like, this fabric of reality, it holds consciousness that we put into it, and anything that we put you know consciousness into, or like anything that we will or manifest into this physical existence is um, alive, because it comes from us, the primordial living thing that created and all for us in this life. And what a dream it is to experience this. What a beautiful dream it is. Like every night we go to sleep, which I normally am asleep by now. It's pretty late at night, and I just decided that I wanted to channel some you know vocalized expression, because it was coming through me in the moment. And man, it's like we can you can lose it so easy. It's so fucking so funny. Like how, you could have it for one moment, be fully present, be fully here in the now. Like an inner child, like just seeing the world new and fresh and, with clear quartz vision and eyesight, the first eyesight, which is like, that's what our true essence is. Such a beautiful state to be in. And like there's so many depths to it. The best part about it is that it's never ending, so you can always go deeper. And wow, you are going deeper whether you realize it or not, every single moment. Yes, my dear, every single moment you are going deeper and deeper and deeper into that primordial state of consciousness. And it's so hypnotizing, it's so perplexing. It just takes you into another world, another world, another world. And ooh, and you, ah, ooh, he, ooh, my bad. I think this actually is gonna end because I have to charge my phone. Let's see, maybe I can just plug it in. Keep this going, might as well. It's already going, might as well keep it flowing. Yeah, so I think we're good. Have to get something else to hold it. Please, 1 second. Alright, let's see if this can do it. I believe so. Yeah, okay. Yep, like that. Not quite like that. Let's see if we do it this way. Like this. Kind of like that. Yes, there we go. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back in this moment. Back here right now. Don't gotta go all the way to the cosmos all at once, my friend. You can take it slowly. Take it slowly. Oh. Yeah, get a smell out if you can. Get a smell to smell right now. Mm. This is a stick of incense that I originally lit to keep a smoke going for the cleansing and purifying effects of the smoke, but the smell was an added on bonus that I'm so happy about. It's really cool how smoke can just evaporate into air like this. And it like happens so fast. It's like one minute you look at it and it's smoke, and then the next minute it's air. Just watch the smoke. If you're not able to see this on the camera, but you have an incense or some kind of smudge that you can put in your room or wherever you are and light it up, I would invite you to do that and then just look at the smoke evaporating into thin air. Really feel as you're, you know, as you're looking, as the observer. Feel yourself as the observer and just observe, without filtered thought or judgment, what is happening right now. Isn't it so cool? Man, I could literally just get lost in this all day, and I really will. And I have done, fires. Fires are like the best. Just staring into a fire, kind of watching the smoke evaporate through the fire is incredible. Um, and get that smoke, on your body. The smoke from the fire is also cleansing element, and it's interesting, right? Like, you know, the we know that we take a shower with water, and that's a cleansing element. Um, like, we can all agree on that. We use water to clean our bodies, um, and even when we, do certain things, like, what do we usually do with smoke? I mean, most people just use the sage and the incense. Like, that's a pretty common thing. Like, almost everybody lights incense and sage, and everyone likes to see smoke. Everyone likes to see um, like fireworks, exploding, and all the smoke that comes out, and um, all those little toys that you played with when you were a kid, those little pop rock thingies. Um, Not the candy, the the thing that smokes, and like it's really cool. We can even actually make smoke in our mouths which is amazing. Like steam, it's really just steam. It's like really hot air, and steam is another thing too, because we all like steam, right? We all like a nice steamy bath, or a nice steamy stew to eat, and a nice steamy, sauna, or you know, that steam is good for you, for us. We know that as well. Um, steam also can help you like lose weight and stuff, just metabolize faster. That's like a very well-known fact. You sit in the sauna, your metabolism is going to speed up, and you'll be able to also get more out of your workout, because um, you're kind of burning off the calories that are made of things that aren't really good for you, um, and you're just going to be left with like the healthy, good muscle, and that's such a beautiful transaction that happens with the smoke, and yeah, like you can do so much with just the smoke. You can do so much with just the air. Do so much with just the water and the wind, fire, and these elements are a very innate part of us that when we kind of learn how to master ourselves, we can learn how to master this energy. That's all around us in the form of all the elements, and that's what true alchemy is. True alchemy is being able to manipulate forces, into um, a change, um, in a form, you know, change, help, make forces to change form, um, and yeah, that's what alchemy is, and it's such a great gift, the ability to transform mind into matter, and these things that like you might have seen in like sci-fi movies, like The Matrix and stuff like that, like bending the spoon with your will. Maybe you even might have seen some videos online, because there are, of people being able to move things, move objects with their mind. And well, you can see the smoke now, yeah. And yeah, that's incredible, right? 33 minutes and 33 seconds as I'm speaking in this now. Uh-huh. I'm not gonna lie, like I want to lie down. I don't know if I want to like stop the recording. I could, right? Probably was a good time to end. I might, but we'll see. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for being here, and sharing your essence with me. And I hope that we can create more beautiful memories together, and remembering our true selves, and have more conscious conversations like this, where we just kind of let our consciousness flow, and we don't have to put a label on it. We don't have to say, oh, this is my crazy time, this is my alone time, this is my this is my time for my hidden side to come out, right? That's what we want to say, because like we're trying to operate in a normal world where this stuff is a little taboo to talk about your feelings. Ha ha ha. Yes, it is. It's a little taboo, and you know it is. You still go about your day and try to, express your emotions, and, you do it in a way that people can understand you, and it feels good because that way you can be heard, and other people will reflect back to you, receive your message, and it creates this wonderful feedback loop, which is so amazing. And I'm using it now to speak the words I'm speaking by choice because I want to, but I could easily just as well sit in silence. And literally, just by me sitting in silence, doing absolutely nothing, I could also relate to you a message that would be just as potent, if not even more potent. And we know this because there are certain figures in our reality, people that do not have the same ability to speak the same way that most of us do. Yet some of them are still known as like some of the greatest geniuses of our time. And it's, quite a mystery, but, to like conceive how that's possible. But, certain people, trying to think, Stephen Hawking's, although he did have the ability to speak earlier in life, but um, I think it was like Mozart or Van Gogh that had like lost his hearing, so he couldn't hear anything anymore, which that'll do it for you if you're deaf. Um, you can't really speak because you won't really be heard unless you're like have one of those special ears thing attachments, the hearing aids. Um, but those don't even work if your hearing's gone. And yeah, even those people that are deaf, like a lot of them, they can, what can they read? The Braille. They can read, all these other, oh, well, that's mostly like blind people, but also deaf people as well can like read Braille and um, these, different languages that we would not be able to understand, like the sign language. Um, if we weren't deaf, really, I mean, it's possible, right? But it's super difficult to, you know, not focus on your hearing at all and, shut it off so that you can just tune into um, a different language. And that is really beautiful, like a language that's written by our, hands. Just like my bad about this light. It's just like it's kind of bright out, and now it's late at night. So yeah, like the amazing light, the hearing is really cool. You can still see light and be light, which is amazing. So yeah, I think that's all I got because I'm literally gonna pass out. So we'll definitely get more into it tomorrow. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Y'all have a great night, and we'll see y'all soon. Peace.